These are the organizers. I am Indore, their program director Professor Tapan Panda, and myself Professor V.K. Sapowadia, your faculty. I am also a chartered accountant and working in this institute as faculty of finance and accounting area. The first session is discussing about nature, purpose and type of accounting. This is in fact giving a broad framework on the total management accounting area, for which we are supposed to discuss for next 12 sessions. Our learning objective is to understand nature of business. Ultimately, you all represent business and supposed to use your knowledge to enhance efficiency and effectiveness of the business. So our first learning objective is to understand nature of business, and that is in context of the accounting. The next learning objective is what is the role of accounting in business. We will spell out it more, but basically if you look at accounting is concerned with major three things. The first thing is it is like a scorekeeper. So it mentions what is your score in business. The score is in terms of profit, in terms of what is the cash available with you, what are your assets, what are your liabilities, and from that liabilities which are the liability towards owners and which are the liabilities toward the other parties. The another major function of accounting is attention directing. That is reflecting when some exceptions are created from the normal life. It becomes manager's responsibility to see what is the reason of this exception, because as you know, and you might be experiencing, that manager has less time, and therefore rather than looking to the routine things, he will only look at the exceptional things. So accounting giving an indication that this is the area where manager's attention is most required. Other than this, there are a lot of managerial decisions which begins from where to start business, which product should be in, from where to purchase raw material, which process to be selected, which employees to be retained, promoted, and which should be penalized. So there are a lot of decisions one has to take, including the decision whether to continue business or to shut down business. So from the very beginning or the inception of the business till business is liquidated, there are many transactions which are taking place. We will try to understand which are the business transactions in which accounting is interested, or we can say that in all transactions which are taking place, accounting is not interested into. So what are the different definitions and what is the framework? You might be sometime listening gaps, that is general accounting accepted principles. We will look at the basic framework. And accounting is always about, as we discussed in the outset, about assets, about resources, about liabilities. There are the sources from where the assets has been provided, and owner's equity. So at the end, financial statements are provided by the accounting. We will try to understand in detail what financial statement is. Ultimately, that is the tool for you to take certain managerial decisions, how it can be analyzed, and what should be the interpretation. Interpretation is not always rigid or static. The decision differs from person to person, because we will look at later stage that financial accounting is itself a social science. It is very dynamic. Now ultimately our core focus is on the management accounting. Management accounting is accounting plus something. Now what is that something? I will try to make it little explicit. So in managerial life you are taking lot of decisions where accounting is one base supported by some other base where you are taking